Dobro jutro, Divine Pisces, 222. It is Tuesday, February 4th, 2020. We actually have a full moon in Leo coming up soon. I think it's on the 9th of February. I think it's going to be actually at 20 degrees, if I'm not mistaken, which is interesting, since being at 20 degrees, you know, in February of 2020. That's interesting. And then followed shortly thereafter by Pisces new moon, so that's interesting too. But yeah, so Leo coming up soon, and yeah, really good moon to manifest, right? Full moon manifest, yay! All right, so let's get this check-in started here. Well, that's interesting. Okay, so I do feel definitely there's some shifts happening here. There is some realizations happening here in love connections, just in general. I do feel that a lot of us are still kind of in decision mode here. And yeah, 1 + 5 is 6. That's the relationship number, right? So I feel like there are going to be some opportunities that present themselves coming up very soon about decisions in some of these connections, okay? Whether that means, you know, a possible ending of something to do with a relationship, but bringing on a new beginning with self. But I also find this interesting that this is highlighted today. Because I do feel that the connections themselves are going through a transformation. It's not just the counterparts, but I feel like the connections themselves are going through some sort of transformation. Almost like a complete departure from the 3D period and moving mostly into the 5D at this time. Some of you may receive some sort of communication, some sort of gift, so to speak, some sort of offer. Now, this could be from your person, okay? 2-2. It could be from your person. It could be a gift from the universe, possibly like a sign or something about your person and about the connection, okay? Some of you may receive an apology. Some of you may actually offer a gesture to your person. Okay? I also find this interesting that the gift is followed by courthouse, which courthouse has come up. I mean, adjudication has come up, and now we've got courthouse. So I'm still feeling that there's definitely some endings coming here, and this may actually be considered a gift, okay? Like by way of tower, like a tower coming in and causing, you know, these cycles to finally close out, which may be a gift, okay? Some of you have been praying for towers, okay? And so those may actually be coming in to help you, right? But again, yeah, I'm getting the ending of some sort of contract. Some sort of contracts here. Karmic contracts, actual legal contracts. So that could be divorce. There could be actually some sort of legal thing coming up, maybe like custody or something like that. And some of you may just, you know, actually have legal issues that you're dealing with. Okay? But this a lot of times represents to me just basically the ending of contracts. See how he's holding these like contract looking deals? Right? So contracts ending, contracts coming to a close, and I still feel a lot of, especially divine masculines right now, are in a facade. They are walking around wearing their masks right now, going through whatever it is they're going through here, okay? Being deceptive about the connection, you know, being deceptive with other people in their lives, you know, that sort of thing. Not so much, I don't feel they're being as deceptive with themselves as they had been, but some of them still a little bit in denial here about what's happening. But a lot of them are still, they're starting to recognize, like I said, they're recognizing the duplicity, they're recognizing the deceit, the lies, the fact that they've been living a lie, but also they're recognizing things around them are just not what they seem to be. People around them are not what they seem to be. Okay? Now, some divine feminines also, you know, seeing through the deceit in their own life and trying to not wear a mask as much. I feel a divine feminine has pretty much gotten to the point where she can cut through the crap. Like, she can see through the crap almost instantly. But a lot of times, you know, when you're in situations that are somewhat precarious, you know, you still wear a mask. Like, you know that you're seeing bullshit, but you're still pretending on the outside that you don't see it. Does that make sense? So I feel like both counterparts kind of recognizing the crap, but they're not letting other people know that they recognize their crap. Does that make sense? Yeah. Yeah, guys. I'm telling you. Yeah. Well, Divine Masculine, again, there's a decision here. There's a decision. Divine Masculine kind of stuck in indecision at this time. You know? Indecisive about the connection, about the choice that is needed, you know, whether or not to come forward with a gesture, you know. Indecisive about what's happening here, not really quite sure what to do there. Indecisive about the false expectations or false people around them, the illusions that are being shattered right here, right? Also, I feel a lot of Divine Masculine still, like I said, third party situations, guys. This has got third party all over it. Okay? They're just indecisive about what to do here. They're still indecisive about what to do here. So what's happening? Tower. Divine Truth, it's skipping. So Tower's happening here. They're facing their karma. They're facing their justice. Like I said, legal battles. You know, ending of contracts, balancing out the scales, like literally cutting out one thing so that you can see the truth, cutting out the duplicitousness so that you can stand and see your truth, right? So I'm getting, yep, here you go. The ending of cycles, guys. The ending of cycles. The ending of third-party situations, okay? So, Divine Masculine, still a little bit not sure how to proceed going forward, but it's like he sees the things around him that are happening, and it doesn't matter what he does, it still happens, it's still crashing down, right? And this whole time, Divine Masculine's been trying to hold on, and it's gotten to the point where I feel like a lot of Divine Masculines have hit rock bottom. They're like really understanding they have not been standing in their authentic self. They have not been living their truth at all. At all. Some of them don't even know what their truth is at this point. Like, all they see is smoke and mirrors. All they see is lies. You know? Surrounding them. And so, you know, with this right here, all of this right here, this is seriously, so some of you are dealing with a masculine who is in a relationship, or who's you know, possibly married or something to that effect. But I'm also getting possibly a family situation that they may be cut out of. Okay, so there's a lot going on here. Okay, there's cycles that are just ending, right? And some of them are just not. It's like they want to end the cycle, but they're just terrified of the consequences of the things that are coming at them, right? So it's like a lot of inner child stuff coming up here. Okay, and this is actually a 6 as well. Okay. A lot of people think of this as the soulmate card. So some of them are in situations where, again, you know, and I've said this before, where they thought, you know, it was a soulmate, and it could be a soulmate. Okay. But a lot of inner child stuff coming up with this, guys. I'm telling you, like a lot of abandonment, mainly abandonment coming up here. And it's like they're some of them are really, they are recognizing the connection for what it is. Okay? The connection with Divine Feminine. A lot of realizations coming in here. You know, just the truth. Okay? Some of them still trying to balance out the truth, trying to balance out their emotions here. Some of them, again, still, you know, they do want to come in and offer something, but they don't feel like they can at this time. Okay? But I do feel, yeah, see, messages, swift messages. So they're getting downloads, guys. They're getting information. They're getting epiphanies. They're getting dreams. Okay? A lot of them are having dreams. Shared dreaming is a thing. Okay? Astral travel, what have you. They're getting a lot of information from source. Okay? Now some of you may actually receive communication. All right? Some of you may actually receive communication, like I said here, from your person about the situation. Okay? Some of them will take off the mask and stand in themselves and who they actually are. Okay? Some of them won't. Some of you will receive communication from someone else, or, you know, from source, what have you. But yeah, I'm telling you guys, this is, you can't make this shit up. Okay? Can't make this up. Alright, so, yeah. A lot of realizations coming to Divine Masculine. He's just in rock bottom right now. There's a lot coming at Divine Masculine. Alright, well, there you go. Here's that Leo energy. Alright, so Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine, I do feel back in strategy mode. She's kind of trying to figure out what to do here. Wanting to move forward, wanting to bring in stability, wanting to be authentic in herself as well, and wanting to take action, right? There's just been so much anxiety surrounding Divine Feminine here about this decision. Guys, I'm telling you, mirroring, man, mirroring. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, heavily mirroring right now. I just saw 1331, so that's confirmation enough for me, mirroring, okay? So Divine Feminine, trying to figure out, all right, I got this, right? I'm strong, I'm independent, I can do this. What's holding me back, right? What's making me feel like I'm stuck? What's making me feel this way, okay? You know? So Divine Feminine, like, feeling this way but not wanting to feel this way, right? Hangman in reverse. Not wanting to feel this way. So Divine Feminine, how do you break that cycle? Divine Feminine, how do you release that fear? How do you release that anxiety in order to take your leap? Because you need to take your leap, right? You know you need to take your leap. You're ready to take your leap, but at the same time, there's something holding you back. So it's like Divine Feminine trying to birth a new beginning for herself here. Okay. Some of you may be pregnant. Some of you may be dealing with a pregnancy in your karmic situation, or possibly in your connection. Okay? But Divine Feminine, you know, being called to really stand in your power here and listen to your intuition, because your intuition is trying to guide you. Your intuition is trying to show you how to release this energy. Okay? How to move past the anxiety and to move forward in the direction that you want to take. Okay? And the decision that you want to make to help you to release the burdens so you can move on. You know, Source is guiding you, guys. Here's the path right here. This mountain is not insurmountable, okay? You do have help. It may seem like you're just overwhelmed and overburdened and you're carrying a lot, right? But the universe is guiding you. You're being guided, right? So Divine Feminine also kind of in this indecision mode. Like, oh my gosh, I want to go so bad. I want to release this. I want to move forward. I want to claim my path. I want to move forward in integrity. I want to be myself. I want to be my authentic self and my truth. But I feel like for some reason I can't get past this. Whatever this is. And it's like Divine Feminine, you're so close. You're so close. But something is just blocking you. There's some sort of insecurity, some sort of trigger that's coming up for Divine Feminine that's making her feel like she can't move forward. She can't release, okay? So Divine Feminine, really need to work on that, really need to clear that out because it's holding you back. And what's holding you back is holding Divine Masculine back. Remember that, okay? You're mirroring, same energy. Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine are in similar energies right now. Okay. All right. So looking at the connections, yeah. Okay, so it's like both counterparts are getting to the point where they're just kind of accepting the situation as it is, right? Which on one hand is a good thing because you're releasing expectations, but at the same time it's almost like we're kind of back in this waiting energy. It's like we're waiting for the towers to come. We're waiting for things to happen. Okay? I'm not gonna lie, there are days where I'm like, I wish my tower would show up so that I don't have to do this myself. Look, I can at least be honest, okay? So it's like both twins are just like, I want out. Don't like this energy. I don't like being here. But there's something that's keeping you there. There's something that's keeping you there. Whether it's money, emotional codependency, possibly emotional manipulation, mental manipulation, children, whatever it is, there's something that is keeping you from moving forward for your own highest good. Okay? Now, I understand the fear. There's a lot of fear surrounding, especially Divine Masculine right now, but it's being reflected with Divine Feminine. Okay? And especially when it comes to children, and for some reason I'm being guided to say this, like when it comes to children, it's very, very difficult. Okay? It's like you have to make a choice for those children, and you want to make the best choice for those children possible. And you look at your children, you look at your child, and you're just like, I don't want them to experience the things that I've experienced. And as a parent, yes, you don't want them to experience the trauma that you've experienced. And so a lot of times what parents do is they'll stay in a situation where they're not happy. They'll sacrifice themselves for their children. But what ends up happening? A lot of times, it doesn't make a difference. The parents are still unhappy. And because the parents are unhappy, the children are unhappy. So like, yes, there are statistics, yes. But when you think about statistics, you also think about the fact that a lot of times the parents themselves are not happy. So they pass that on to their children, and their children end up absorbing that karma. They end up absorbing that energy. Okay, so if you're in a karmic situation with a person that you're there because of the children. You're there because, you want to keep the family intact. How often do you fight in front of the children? How often do the children hear you fighting? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, growing up, my parents, there were times where I wanted out. I wanted out of that house because I could hear my parents screaming at each other. And that was a huge thing for me. And I'm not going to go into a lecture, but I'm just letting you guys know, like, this is just an example. If you're in a situation like that and you feel like you need to be there for the children, truly, truly, truly think about that. Because if the parents aren't happy, the children aren't going to be happy, because the parents pick up, or the children pick up on that energy. And a lot of times it comes back on the children, and the children end up getting used. The children end up being the thing that becomes like collateral. And a lot of times you end up using the children in your fights, or sometimes blaming the children for the fights, or telling the children that, things that you shouldn't tell them. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Like, you've got to balance that out. Happy parents equal happy children. And, maybe you're at a job. Maybe it has nothing to do with a relationship. Maybe it's a job. Maybe you're at a job because, you have to take care of your children. But is that job worth all the stress that you're under? When you come home from that job to those children, what kind of mood are you in? What kind of energy are you giving off? Your children are feeling that. Your children can feel that very deeply, and it affects them. And it makes them afraid sometimes. It makes them feel guilty. So keep that in mind, okay? I don't know why I was guided to say that. So to whoever needed to hear that, you're welcome. Okay? So I do feel a lot of healing coming up right now. A lot of purging, mainly. A lot of purging. A lot of things that are coming up that need to be healed right now. A lot of inner child wounds, especially with abandonment. And I do feel a lot of people are recognizing cycles as far as children goes. Like, I know a lot of people in my collective do have children. Okay, and they're recognizing cycles from their own childhood, and they're looking at their children like, I don't want them to repeat that cycle. Okay. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Just make sure that you're doing it for the right reasons, that you're not fully sacrificing yourself for your child, because I guarantee you that it's not going to prevent that child from repeating things. It's just not. Like, it's just not. Okay? I'm living proof of that. All right. So the healing aspect that's coming in here is very, very strong, okay? And what it's doing is it's forcing us to take mastery of ourselves and to understand ourselves fully and to understand what makes us happy, so that we can move forward in our highest good. And therefore, once we come to that point, you can pass that along to whoever is around you. Okay, so like I said, you can't love yourself you can't love someone else unless you love yourself first. Yeah, that's the whole point. That's the whole point. Okay. If you're unhappy, if you hate your life, if you hate yourself, that's all you're going to portray to people around you. Okay? And so a lot of twins right now just feeling a little bit lost, like oh my gosh, okay, if things were going fine, I was fine, things were moving, and now I'm stuck. Why am I stuck? Help. Okay. I am getting some dark night of the soul coming in. I do feel that some of you may be repeating a dark night of the soul, and you can have more than one, okay? What this is doing, though, is it's bringing in a transformation, okay? A transformation is happening here. Ego is dying. The ego is dying. Well, you can't fully get rid of the ego, and you're not supposed to. You shouldn't. But it does have its place, and you need to learn when to use it, okay? All right, let's get some messages from the counterparts. Okay. All right. Let's get some advice. Messages and advice from Source. Wow, got a lot. Okay, yeah. Okay, so guys, yeah, the chemistry is there. Stop. Okay, stop. Stop asking that question. I feel like a lot of you are still not. It's like you're still in this doubt for some reason. You're still in doubt. Okay, this is not going away. This connection's not going away. It just can't. It can't. As much as you want it to, as much as you want it to go away, it's not going to go away, guys. Okay, it's just not. All right, you are being supported. You are being supported. You are being guided, guys. This is fated. Everything that's happening, everything that has happened up to this point was supposed to happen for a reason. Embrace that. Okay? Move forward in integrity. Trust yourself. Look. Decision. Integrity. Make a decision for your highest good so that you can live in your authentic self. Remember to forgive. Forgive yourself. Forgive your counterpart. Forgiveness, just period. Forgive everyone who's transgressed. Okay? Everybody who has, crossed a line with you. Forgive them. Forgive yourself. Okay? Trust me, this will free you more than anything. Forgiveness frees you. Okay? It also releases karma, so you don't have to hold on to it anymore, okay? All right? Still some addiction coming in here. Some of you may actually be addicted to your connection, if that makes sense. Okay? Release that, guys. Release that. It's a codependency, okay? All right? And have patience. Have patience with yourself. Have patience with your counterpart. Have compassion. Okay? Especially if your counterpart's going through something, that is very, very difficult. Okay? Have compassion. Send them love. Send them forgiveness. Send them healing because they need it. Okay? All right, guys. I hope this helped. If it has, please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.